Hi, my name is Stacey Sjoberg, and I would like to tell you about Tracy Sanctuary House and my experience with the wonderful place it is, and want to share a little bit about my story. So, just to start, my husband, he was diagnosed with a rare type of cancer and battled this cancer for 8 long years. And although we kind of knew that the prognosis wasn't great, we really kind of got caught up in the battle, really in the day-to-day. We were fighting every single day. And so as things kind of progressed and got a little bit more advanced and difficult to manage, it almost felt like it caught up to us pretty quickly, even though it had been a long, long, hard battle. And so we felt in some ways unprepared. It almost felt like tragedy had struck, even though this was, something we anticipated would come at some point in time. So when we found out that we had exhausted all of our options and that Phill would be discharged for the last time from the hospital with hospice services, we were just so caught off guard in many ways. We didn't really even know how to process this and how to navigate it. So Phill had his struggles, I had my own struggles, and on top of that, Phil's family is from Colorado, and they wanted to be here and present to help us in this process and to support Phill and to love Phill and to be there for us as well. And so as we were all navigating this uncharted territory, Tracy Sanctuary House really stepped in and became a place for specifically Phil's family to have reprieve and rest and solitude through these very, very difficult, challenging days of the final days of Phil's life. And so for a period of time, his family was able to be present with us in our home as Phill was going through the dying process, and be able to comfort him and run errands and pick up things so that I could be present with Phill, so that Phill could be comfortable in our home, and so that they could be involved in this process. And so after those trying days, it just has a way of, illness and tragedy just kind of has a way of unraveling you and kind of stripping you down to your core. And in those moments when you aren't even sure what to do, you just kind of want to survive and reach for something that's comforting and a place that can allow you to rest. And Tracy Sanctuary House became that place for his family. So at the end of a long day, they would be able to kind of gather together, his brother, his mother, his father, and my sister-in-law and kids, all of these cousins that had came to be at our side, were able to kind of congregate together to grieve, to heal, to process all of those things that had happened throughout each and every day as we went through the last and final days of Phil's life. We are just really grateful for that place, that sanctuary, truly sanctuary for them to have, and also because it created space for us and for myself and our 2 boys and Phill to be together as a core unit and as our family in his final days as well. It just means a lot to have that type of support within our community, something that we had never even thought of or planned for. And just was very grateful that existed, because when tragedy strikes, you don't plan for those things. And I mean, we probably could have tried to plan a little bit differently, but you don't want to always think about the end when you're in the middle of a battle and you're fighting for your life. So when that tragedy struck, I'm just so grateful that this place exists and that it was there to help support us in a really, really difficult process.